What an alien culture. It was as much like university as Long Bay. On the cutting edge of the future. We were the first school to get going, and where do you go for staff? And naturally the professors of accounting or economics or applied psychology didn't want to come. They sent their most lackluster lecturers to do it, and they did it reluctantly. Notwithstanding all these difficulties, all this hostility, I took in my first students in 1963.
Professor Neville was in charge of the school and very quickly moved into a program of intense, if you will, academic education on the one hand, but more particularly focusing on business per se. One feature of the UNSW MBA which surprised all of us was the requirement to do a regular master's thesis.
Oh, those theses. I sometimes think the MBA my students got in those first 2 years was equal to what would be given as a doctorate these days.
We ended up visiting the local Regent Hotel. We argued, debated about what transpired during the preceding 2 or 3 hours of lectures. It was not a political discussion, it wasn't a discussion about racehorses or football. Frankly, nothing of that sort at all.
What was lacking from faculty and colleagues indeed, was more than made up for by my students and made it all worthwhile.
When I left Australia in 1967 to spend the next 30 years in Asia, I felt extraordinarily confident at starting new businesses and expanding existing businesses.